body shop and prep area where we do all the sanding and the body work, do all the repairs and or if it's just an overall, just sand them, get them ready to be painted. Try to keep the paint side as clean as possible. Don't want to get the dust. We do a lot of the small car dealers, the private used car dealers, quite a few of those. We do a lot of private cars, people's cars. This is a personal car. A guy got hit pretty hard, as you can see. We had to basically replace this whole rear section of the car.
Wow.
So he knows the car. He's had it. It's an older car. It's about a 15-year-old car, but he knows the car. He knows the service record. He wanted to hang on to it. He wanted to have it repaired, so that's what he did. It's a pretty substantial repair for such an old car, but he wanted to keep the car. So yeah, it's coming back to life. So they'll be happy. Showcase limousine. They get banged around quite a bit, driving around town and stuff. And you don't want to drive around in a beat-up limousine, so they'll bring them to us to get them fixed whenever they do get hit. So this is the second one we've done for them. It took a hit on the rear quarter here, so we're fixing that. And it's got some scuff marks on the front bumper. We're going to repaint the front bumper.
Oh, is it back here?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got scrape right in here. Okay. So we cover it with plastic so it doesn't get filthy, because you don't want to get a dirty limousine either. So.
Yeah, you gotta get it as close to possible as you can before you do any of the mud work or anything like that. We just like to put a skim in there and that's about it. So.
Basically what it came in is they floated the whole car with Bondo, and after time it'll crack. So what we're doing is covering up the cracks and doing the overall paint. We're masking off for prime. All the places that get the glazing putty have to be primed over, so there's no rings in the paint. So works out pretty well. We're rated about an hour at each station. Most of your Buicks and Cadillacs, all the cars with the chrome trim, they usually double that in the masking. Just
oh, really?
Yeah. But a car like this, you could mask it in an hour. And then we buzz the primer. It's ready for paint. So, not a bad couple hours work right there.
Masking off all the chrome and all the trim, all the lights and everything in the windows so that we can paint it. Back to what it is, we're going blue on top, or white on top and blue on the bottom. It had some damage on the bumpers, so they wanted us to it's a spot job. They want us to just do the bumpers and the trunk lid and then blend this panel into the rest so that the paint matches. So we're just letting it dry off right now because it was out in the rain and got soaked. It varies from week to week. Some weeks it's 30%, some weeks it's 70%, just depending on when people get paid and how sunny it is and who wants their car started. First it gets pressure washed, degreased, make sure there's no road, grime and all that kind of stuff on it. Blow all the dirt out of the wheel wells and everything, and then it goes over and gets sanded. They sand all the panels, feather as many chips and cracks as they can, depending on what package the customer bought. From there it gets blown off again and brought around to us, and then we will mask all the windows and all the trim, as I said before, and under the hood and stuff, so excess paint doesn't get anywhere else. And then it goes in and gets painted, and then after it's done baking, it comes over here to detail. And we let it cure for a few minutes, let the paint cool down because it's really tacky when it's warm. And then we peel it all off and we do the tires and make sure there's no overspray and put all the emblems and everything back on and wash the windows and call the customer.